Google versus Apple has been headline news in recent months, with privacy labels and Apple's crackdown on app tracking and, soon, online fingerprinting and mail tracking. Now, just as Apple prepares an overhaul of iMessage in iOS 15, Google's has launched its own radical update to take on Apple's stock Messenger. But there's a huge problem, and if you are an Android Messages user, this should give you a reason to quit. Two parallel developments have catapulted Android Messages from box standard SMS client to seeming iMessage alternative. First, Google is close to completing the drive to RCS, which it took on from the carriers, upgrading the outdated but ubiquitous SMS. With major carriers now on board, Android Messages has become a default. And second, Google has finally added end-to-end encryption to its platform. Android Messages with its RCS underpinning serves a much larger user base than iMessage, but it also has the same core problem. Where iMessage only works within Apple's ecosystem, reverting to SMS outside that, Android Messages is essentially the same. Yes, RCS is a quasi-industry standard, but without Apple on board that's moot. More fundamentally, Android Messages doesn't have the same end-to-end encryption as iMessage, nowhere close. Android Messages only end-to-end encrypts one-to-one chats where both users have a new RCS app on their Android phones. Unlike iMessage, or Signal or WhatsApp, this doesn't extend to groups or multiple devices for each user. Some users may assume group chats are treated with the same protection and given end-to-end encryption by default, warns SET's Jake Moore. But with this not being the case, it is important people don't cast aside this risk, especially when more privacy-focused options are available. All communication must be treated with security in mind, however trivial it may seem. Google confirmed to me this week that it still doesn't have a public date for any extension to its end-to-end encryption. This major security gap makes Android Messages more like Facebook Messenger or Telegram, each of which enables one-to-one secret chats, but does not offer this for groups. As Google itself says, with end-to-end encryption, no one, including Google and third parties, can read eligible messages as they travel between your phone and a phone-in message. In which case, you would clearly only want to use a messaging platform that offered this level of security for all your messages. iMessage and Signal already offer fully end-to-end encrypted messaging for groups and multiple devices. WhatsApp's end-to-end encrypted solution for multiple device access is now imminent. It already handles group encryption, of course. Where Android Messages does beat iMessage, though, is that its backup database is protected by end-to-end encryption, so Google servers can't access it.